500 horsepower, 900 kilos, and zero room for error. The Peugeot 205 T16 dominated world rallying, but its true engineering legacy wasn't born on European stages. It was forged by transforming a short wheelbase WRC killer into a 400-litre desert endurance weapon and a high-altitude aerodynamic prototype. Welcome to VRD History, where we dive into the research and development that defined the icons of motorsport. To understand how Jean Todt and Chief Engineer André de Coutances adapted the 205 T16, we start with the WRC baseline. Mid-transverse mounted 1775cc inline-4 XU8T, canted 20-degree rearward and offset to the right to balance the drive shaft weight, achieving a 45 to 55 front to rear weight bias. Up to 500 to 550 brake horsepower in Evo 2 Spec via a Garrett T31 turbo running 2.6 to 3.0 bar boost with a water-to-air intercooler and DPV anti-lag system. Steel spaceframe rear section integrated into a reinforced front cab monocoque. Epicyclic central differential with viscous coupling, transferring variable torque to front and rear limited slip differentials. Total curb weight 910 kilograms. When Group B was banned at the end of 1986, Peugeot adapted the 205 for endurance in the Sahara Desert. The wheelbase was stretched by 330 mm or 13 inches directly behind the door line. This was critical to prevent pitch and bounce instability at 200 km per hour plus over desert humps and to make room for massive fuel cells. Replaced tiny WRC tanks with a massive 400-litre dual fuel tank system mounted under the floorboards and behind the seats to maintain center of gravity stability as the fuel load burned down. Replaced single damper setups with dual Bilstein coilover shocks per wheel, providing over 300 mm of vertical wheel travel. Uprated heavy-duty drive shafts, reinforced wishbones, and 16-inch Michelin sand tires were installed. Boost pressure reduced from 3 bar to 2.2 bar. Lowered compression ratio 7.0 to 1 to run on low-octane, pure-quality African fuel without detonation. Power output was capped at 380 brake horsepower to guarantee engine longevity over 13,000 kilometers of continuous punishment. Fully fueled, wet weight ballooned to roughly 1,300 kilograms. For the 1987 Pikes Peak hill climb, Peugeot took the shortened WRC wheelbase and turned the aerodynamics and engine tune to maximum output. Returned to the short 2,300mm WRC wheelbase for extreme agility around 156 mountain switchbacks, stripping weight down to 850 kilograms. Thin air at high altitude, 2,860 meters up to 4,300 meters, reduces downforce drastically. Engineers added a massive rear wing, aggressive front splitter, and vertical side air fences on the hood to scoop sparse air and generate downforce at low speeds. Boost was pushed beyond 3 bar to compensate for atmospheric oxygen loss as the car climbed the mountain. automated water injection was introduced into the intercooler intake to cool incoming air density, maintaining output at 550 to 600 brake horsepower. 650 horsepower, 880 kilos, four-wheel steering, and Vatanen driving into the blinding sun. The Peugeot 405 T16 wasn't just a race car, it was Jean Todt's masterpiece. Here's how Peugeot engineered an untouchable rally raid and hill climb legend. Designed from the ground up to improve upon the stretched 205 Grand Raid, the 405 T16 Grand Raid was built on a purpose-designed tubular space frame chassis clad in carbon Kevlar panels. Bored and stroked to 1905 cc XU9T, the larger displacement boosted low-end and mid-range torque, 490 Newton meters at 4,000 revolutions per minute, allowing the car to pull through deep sand without relying entirely on high revolutions per minute boost. Mid-mounted engine paired with a 6-speed TJ manual gearbox, torque split set at 33% front and 67% rear via a Ferguson-type limited slip differential. Fitted with a 435-litre fuel tank, heavy-duty double coil-over suspension per corner, and high-output Vallejo alternators to run night-stage navigation electronics. Maximum power, 400 brake horsepower at 2.2 bar boost. To dominate Pikes Peak, Jean Todt's team turned the 405 into an extreme hill climb silhouette prototype. On paper, the transformation was staggering. By shedding nearly half a ton of weight, tripling the boost, and shrinking the fuel load from a desert tank to a hill climb sprint cell, Peugeot created a completely different animal. The extended 2,888mm wheelbase offered high-speed stability on Dakar flats, but created heavy understeer on narrow, low-speed mountain hairpins. A mechanical or hydraulic rear-wheel steering box. The rear wheels remained straight during normal steering inputs, but when the driver turned the steering wheel past three-quarter lock, the rear wheels turned up to 3 degrees in opposition to the front wheels. This mechanically rotated the car's tail, eliminating hairpin understeer without requiring handbrake initiation. Fitted with a massive twin-element rear wing and a wide front splitter designed to produce peak downforce between 100 km per hour and 180 km per hour. At 3-bar boost, the Garrett turbo pushed the XU9T engine to 650 brake horsepower, a power density of 340 brake horsepower per litre. Water injection triggered automatically above 2.8 bar boost to lower intake temperatures and prevent engine detonation in thin air. A tiny 35-litre fuel tank replaced the 435-litre desert tanks, while a carbon fiber clutch saved 7 kilograms of rotating mass, dropping total vehicle weight to just 880 kilograms. By the end of the 1980s, Jean Todt and chief engineer André de Coutanza had conquered everything on earth and dirt. They took a banned Group B icon, stretched it across the Sahara, and gave it wings to rule Pikes Peak. But Peugeot Talbot Sport wasn't done. In late 1988, Todt made a bold announcement. Peugeot was leaving the dirt behind to target the most prestigious endurance race on the planet, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Using the same relentless innovation that gave us 4-wheel steering and 3-bar boost maps, the Quattro was tasked with a blank sheet design, a full carbon fiber monocoque housing an ultra-high revving 3.5-litre naturally aspirated V10, the Peugeot 905. Join us in the next video as we explore how Peugeot transformed from rally raid survivors into circuit racing royalty, culminating in an iconic 1-2-3 sweep at Circuit de la Sarthe. Subscribe to join the grid and hit the bell icon to make sure that you are not left behind.